Arquette, Dewey from the Scream movies, as you know. Remember, there's only one rule to surviving a horror movie, and that's subscribing to Craven Something Scary.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Well, this is a very exciting live stream at 4 o'clock Central in the middle of a Tuesday afternoon because we've got some breaking news. I want to say hello to everyone in the chat as we are at 35 and counting and growing. So a blanket hello to everyone here. I do see you here. And so I'm scrolling right now through the chat so I can see everyone. And I appreciate you guys showing up at this crazy time of the day where a lot of you are at work still and school and different places like that. So I appreciate you making the time to hang in and chat for a little bit. This is, again, a very exciting day, guys. And I brought a friend along with me today to for us to discuss it as with you guys as well. And he happened to have some availability. So please welcome. I'll bring him on now, and then we'll get into it. First, I want to welcome in my good buddy from Sinister Artworks. It is JT.
Hey. We got some good news, baby.
Yes, we do, my friend. So this news broke just a couple hours ago now, barely, and out of the blue, and that's the way these things are, right? It's a Tuesday, a normal day. I mean, just
and I'll wake up.
and yeah, you wake up to it, and randomly here we are. And so, guys, let me just go ahead. Let's get it out. So the headline today that we just got embraced with a couple hours ago, approximately, is, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Before I even do the headline, I'm going to jerk it back. Before I even do that, JT,
we're excited, folks.
A lot of excitement. And my dogs are barking in the background. They're excited. Just ignore them. They're taking in the news. We're all excited over here.
Cats and dogs getting along.
Get along, sleeping together, everything. So, JT, one thing you've heard me say, though, and we've talked about it a bunch on this channel, in my videos and lots of live streams, is that the way Spyglass is going to save this movie, I've been believing firmly, is they have to go legacy.
Yeah.
They've got to get Sydney. Neve Campbell has got to come back. She's got to be the focus of the film, front and center, like an old school Scream movie. Back when, she was the focus, right? The focus of everything.
Yeah.
And so it had to happen.
Yeah.
And so when today's news broke, it just affirmed that the studio realized it as well. I mean, they knew it, and they knew that this is what had to happen. Obviously, we don't know right now what she got paid. We probably never will, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
We know this: she got paid enough.
Yeah.
She said, "I'll be back." So they've finally are paying Neve Campbell what she's worth. And I do also want to make a side announcement, guys, and this is a little bit all over the place because this is about as unplanned as you can get. This is literally like creating a thumbnail as fast as possible, getting this all done. I want to make a quick announcement to everyone here because we're at 50 people now. A lot of you here have been aware that my laptop was murdered by a ghost face. And I revealed on the Sunday, we did a reveal. We solved the crime. to see. And look, if you haven't seen it yet, you need to go watch it. I'm not going to reveal it just yet. It's only a couple days ago. So watch the live stream. You're going to see what happened. But through everyone's amazing generosity here on the channel, people have donated super chats. They've done all these things. And thanks to so much generosity closing the gap, I am excited to announce that I have my new laptop and I'm streaming right now on my brand new replacement laptop, guys. And I want to applaud you. This is for you. Thank you guys for your generosity and helping me get there and get the funds to get this laptop. So my very first JT, my first live stream on the computer is breaking this news. I can't think of a better way.
Yeah. Scream news. Yeah.
Perfect. It's almost like
full circle.
Full circle. Yes. Full circle. It was meant to be. So anyway, guys, thank you for that. I appreciate it. New laptop. Now I'm going to start getting back to cranking out content and getting stuff done. I still got to download. I got a lot now. Let me tell you. Woo! I got to still download all my programs and software. Yeah. It literally just got booted up and uploaded here. Okay, just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, guys. Certainly submit your questions to, if you'd like me to take a stab at it, or JT, submit your questions or comments. We'll get to as many as possible, but now we're well over 50 people, guys. So it's impossible for us to get to everybody. But if you do send a super chat in, I promise you'll move to the front of the line above front of everyone else, and that we'll get those addressed. Okay, we'll get those addressed. So, guys, here it is. Before I do see a super chat, hang in there. We'll get to there, but I want to make the announcement officially. Guys, here's the headline. It reads, Scream 7 back on track with Neve Campbell returning. Now, that was the headline in the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah, I like how they did this because, like, Kevin Williams really was the surprise. It's like,
it was. It's like, he's
what?
not even. They didn't even put him in the headline. And so I'm reading the article thinking it's, we've got Neve. This is all about Neve.
Yeah.
Well, check this out, guys. So it says, in a dramatic turn of events, Neve Campbell is returning to the world of Scream. The latest twist for a franchise that just several months ago appeared to be on the ropes. Campbell's return is particularly noteworthy as she set out 6 over a salary dispute with producer Spyglass, or we could better say Gary Barber. Now, Neve Campbell announced on Instagram that, now listen to this, guys, in addition to her return for Scream 7, y'all, franchise godfather Kevin Williamson will direct the movie. And it says Williamson is the creator of the franchise, penning the script to Wes Craven's original, as well as Scream 2 and Scream 4. Guy Busick, who wrote 2022 Scream, let's just say Scream 5 and Scream 6, will take over writing duties from James Vanderbilt, who is busy directing Nuremberg. Well, you know what? Bye-bye, James Vanderbilt.
Yep.
I have no problem, no love lost there whatsoever. Now, JT, a couple of things I wanted to jump out here is that we've got, of course, Neve, we're going to do these in sections, right?
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead first and talk about Neve, and she's back.
Yeah,
and so
this is done deal. This is a done deal.
Done.
Yeah, done.
It's done. There's no more speculation. We don't have to theorize. Well, of course, no. We can still theorize in terms of what's going to happen, right? But she's back. Okay, she's back. So this is exciting because I believe now, when you factor in Neve Campbell returning, and we've got Kevin Williamson directing, I believe And yeah, Guy Busick is writing, and I'm going to tell you something about Guy Busick and why I'm happy James is gone. As far as writing goes,
Mm.
because Guy Busick is number one, a Stu truther.
Mm.
He
Mm.
is on the Stu train. He makes nothing hidden about that. And I've always said that as long as Guy Busick is attached to this film, there is a chance that Stu will come back. I've always said
Oh,
that.
for sure now.
Yeah, and now you've got Sydney back, which to me was the number one factor. And of course, and Kevin, of course, is directing, but
Yeah.
Guy is writing. And so I think the stars are lining up.
Mhm.
And I know that Kevin Williamson about a year ago made that comment about how, when in his mind Stu was dead when he wrote it, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
You know what? Two things. Number one, it doesn't really matter because Guy's writing the script.
Yeah.
Kevin's not writing it; he's directing it.
Yeah.
Number two, though, JT, what are you going to say? What do you? What else are you going to say? If your intention is to bring Stu Macher back,
Mhm.
are you going to go into an interview and say, Stu's alive? Of course he is.
No,
He survived.
you want that. Yeah, you want that surprise. That surprise and
Yeah.
all. Like, and it's going to be surprise and all. And for a lot of us, it's going to be like, finally,
Yes.
And the thing about it is, even though Kevin's directing, I'm sure he's going to have notes for the writing.
yeah.
So like, instead of this, let's do this and this and this. And,
Sure.
and here's the thing. I know this is going to be bad, but it's kind of good because Kevin's directing. We're going to know either Stu's dead or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll just put out there,
Well,
okay, he's gone.
Maybe.
Hopefully don't come that. Maybe 8th film, we'll see Stu, but you know what I'm saying? He'll be the one say, okay, he's dead, But I think this is the direction to move. I think you have Stu alive. You have Patrick come back. Neve coming back. This is all the stars are lining up. We're going to get I really believe we're going to get a true, like a 1996 feeling Scream. It's like a full circle. We said it just a minute ago, but this is really what this is. It's a full circle. He started it. He's coming back. Could he be finishing it? We don't know. Could there be an 8? Could he be finishing the Prescott story? We don't know. That's why this is good news for us.
Yeah. It could be a new trilogy for all we know.
It could be an all new trilogy. It can go from her to her kids. But I think we was in darkness. We was in complete darkness after, Melissa and Jenna, which you know how I feel, whatever. But sure. Christopher Landon, he's leaving. So it's like there was a darkness surrounding him. Like, I don't know, man, unless, they bring Neve back and Ellie Roth. I was on the fence. And then I woke up, had to put my glasses on, just like when Christopher Landon left. I was like, wait. And I said, and I looked at the very bottom of the picture, directed by Kevin Williams. And there's that light that we need. It's like, okay, we do have, like, the old school fans. We do have hope for Scream 7. I think it's going to be a true Scream fans. I think they're going to hit everybody, but I think Kevin's going to hit the old schoolers. Have been for 30 years we've been watching this. He's going to go after that crowd, and I think it's just nothing but good things is going to happen.
Yeah, I know. I think so too, man. I believe that we're going to get the closest to a Wes Craven style Scream that we've ever gotten since Scream 4. And, I think we're going to, and I was not a fan of James Vanderbilt's writing.
Mm-hmm.
And so
a lot of holes. A lot of holes.
Yeah, a lot of holes. I'm glad that he's moved on. Good luck to him. And I'm glad that Guy Busick is penning the new script. Yeah. And I'm sure, like you said, Kevin will have his comments as well.
And I don't think Kevin's going anywhere. I think he's going to stick with it. I don't think we're going to get another Christopher Landon. I think this is a done deal. Right. That script could be done. We're seeing a picture of it. It could be a rough draft, but it could be done. It's been a minute. It's been a minute after the strike and everything. So if he was sticking to it the whole time after the strike, or writing, while during the strike, that can happen too. As long as you don't say anything, that could be done.
Well, it's just interesting. Thing about this, JT, is Neve posted this on her Instagram, And we see it's written by Guy Busick, story by James and Guy, so James gets his credit there.
Yeah.
But it's written by Guy, directed by Kevin Williamson, property of Spyglass. And look at the date on the bottom right. It's today's date.
Yeah.
It's March the 12th, 2024. Untitled Scream 7.
7. Yeah.
And so, I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. And I'm so excited about this, guys. There is reason to be happy. There's reason to celebrate. And real quick, I do want to mention this also, because we do have a lot of folks in the chat, probably a lot of visitors as well. And again, welcome to visitors. Welcome to everyone. Mayanne, one of my moderators, I do want to reinstate this, that we're not going to focus on negativity. All right. That's not what we're going to do here. I'm sure you can go find a lot of channels that will do that, and that's their right to do. But we're not going to do it here. That's not how I operate. So having Neve and Kevin back is no statement against anything or anyone else.
No.
All right. This is a totally separate, its own thing. So if there is any inappropriate comments regarding anyone involved in this film, just know that you will be timed out. All right. And if it continues after that, you'll be timed out again to the point where you're not going to be able to chat. And we don't want that. This is a place that I want everyone to have a voice here, right? I want, and you can have that voice, you can have that privilege as long as you're respectful to each other and to others outside of the chat, like Neve and Melissa and you name it. Okay. So thank you, Mayanne. I just want to reiterate that. And then we're going to focus on celebrating today. This is a celebration stream, honestly.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what this is. And speaking of which, we got a couple of super chats. Let's get to these real quick because super chats move ahead of everyone else. And what's up, Alex? ALX 19881. My good friend, how are you? Good to see you. Since Kevin Williamson will direct Scream 7, do you think this means Stu Macher will not return? Given that Williamson says Stu is dead. No, I do not believe that will affect Stu's return.
No.
I have a no, I don't. I think honestly, I really believe pretty strongly that I think we're going to see him. I think we're going to see him. Again, we could disagree on that, and it's okay. It's not a big deal. But I believe that this is the most primed opportunity for his return with the scenario we've got with Guy Busick writing the script, JT.
Yeah.
Neve is back. So you got Sidney Prescott back. So you've already got the built-in, potential, Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Kind of a battle thing. We could have the epic battle with Stu. And I really believe, and Kevin Williamson, again, you got to remember when these guys do interviews, they are not going to be revealing. They're not going to reveal secrets.
No, they're not.
There's no way. And so
I was going to say, you got to have that shock and all. And if you go ahead and spoil it, it's like, well, why do I? Let's just wait for it comes, streaming instead of going and watching in theater. So it's like, this is what movies are. I would say, it's like if I was in A Nightmare on Elm Street, I wouldn't tell. I mean, I'd tell Craven, but I would tell anybody else. That's just how it is. It's the whole surprising thing. So no, I don't think this is going to hurt Stu. I think it makes a better, chance. I think this while we're all relying, I think the studios listen to everybody, and a lot of people have been saying this. If you're going to bring the ghost of Billy back, why not Stu? It's just as simple as that. Dropping a TV on you don't mean anything. I mean, look, all these horror movies that we watch and all these people survive. Worse than that.
Oh, much worse than that. Yeah. I mean, look at Chad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Chad, dude. I mean, if the minute Chad could survive all of those 24 stab wounds in less than a year,
Yeah.
And the upper torso area for like 17 of them, whatever
Yeah,
it was.
and especially 5 when he was constantly just in his side. Boom, 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 boom. You know, it's like, come on, dude. It's just like Stu can survive a television.
Absolutely. With his hands up.
With his hands up, yeah.
And might I also add, while we're talking about it, and then we got some other things to talk about. Alan Robinson, who was Matthew Lillard's stunt double in Scream 1. He's the one the TV actually fell on. He was the one. He himself said Wes Craven told him that this is where you're going to get electrocuted. But he never said die. Wes never said this is the scene you die in. And that, he's going to be dead.
And it was supposed to scene that he was getting in the ambulance. So.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. So no, Alex, it's a good question to ask, and I like the way you're thinking, because I would think the same thing initially, like, But
we'll
remember, Guy Busick's writing. I mean, we'll see, but Guy Busick is writing, not Kevin Williamson. And so Guy Busick's writing it, who we know is a Stu truther, and you've got Sidney back. All the stars are aligned for Stu Macher to return. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. And then now we just need to see it happen. We need to see it happen. All right. So Alex, thank you so much for that amazing question. And I love talking Stu. In fact, I'm going to have a Stu stream, I think, with all this news soon. We just talk about Stu and implications. And speaking of Stu, you know what? It's time to get on that Stu train. Let's fire it up, JT, for your super chat clip. Alex, this one's for you, my friend.
Hi, it's Nancy Ann Ritter, the girl in bathroom from Scream, and I am on the Stu train. Stu, Stu!
Hello, listener. This is Mike Vaughn, and you're on the Stu train.
You're on the Stu train. Let's see those 2 emojis. Ravenite. Get it up. Yeah, man. Woo, I'm ready. Yeah, I love that, dude. I love that. And hey, real quick, Casey with a $5 super chat. Casey, thank you so much. I don't see a chat here or a comment, but if you have one, please put it in the chat now, and I'll look for it and I'll address it. Otherwise, thank you for your donation to the channel. Helps keep the lights on here. I greatly appreciate your support. And, I think, what do you think here, JT? Should we do a little work safety clip for Casey's $5 super chat, man?
Sure.
How about them arms? Is your arm all right? Your arm feeling all right? Let's see. Guys, you got to be safe, all right? You got to be safe. So, Casey, for your super chat, here is your clip for today.
I just figured I could reach over, make the measurement, and I'd be done with the job. I knew better than to wear my gloves when I was operating a lathe. I knew better than to calibrate while the lathe was running. It was a stupid mistake, and it's one I'll be paying for the rest of my life.
Dude, that hurts, man. That's painful. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Casey. And hey, we got ourselves a channel anniversary. What is going on?
23 months.
Hey, necessary distraction. What is happening, my friend? Hey, Craven, hope you're doing good. 23 months. That is incredible. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see you here in the live chat. It's been a bit, and it's great to see you. And remember, or you may not know this, but when you hit 24 months, you get the platinum skull. Yes, you go from gold to platinum. You're almost there. So great to see you, and so thankful for your monthly support for almost 2 years. That's amazing. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Also, okay. Now we've got Neve Campbell back. This is still soaking in. Like, it's still
Oh yeah.
surreal right now to me to say this. So we've got Sydney Prescott back, confirmed.
Confirmed.
We've Kevin Williamson out of nowhere, totally unexpected.
I'll do it.
Right? Yeah, I'll take
I'll do
that
it.
gig.
Why not?
Sure. Kevin Williamson back as a director this time, when she hasn't directed a film since Teaching Mrs. Tingle back in '99. It's been a long time. But you know what? If there ever was a film or a franchise that Kevin Williamson I know will treat with respect and kid gloves, is his baby. It's what started it all. Is Scream. I mean, I think he's going to do an amazing job.
Mm-hmm.
And JT, you and I talked a little bit about this before we went live. How I think it's possible that this could have been part of why Neve returned.
Yeah, I do.
That
I think it was the money in this.
Yeah.
His Instagram, she put in her statement, she always wanted to work with Kevin while he directed one, and now he's directing. I really think this was the final push, to get her to come back.
I think so. I mean, remember, like, for Scream 5, remember Radio Silence wrote her a handwritten letter, remember? And that really made her, kind of pushed her to doing it. But I could see Kevin Williamson reaching out to her and saying, "Hey, Neve, let's do this together. Let's do it. We don't, Wes isn't with us, but let's make this thing a movie Wes would be proud of, or something."
I think this is really going to be a for Wes movie. Like
right,
supposed to have been. I think this is really going to be a for Wes.
I think that's a good point. Maybe even more than 5. Yeah, very good point. And real quick, we got another anniversary here, another 23-month anniversary. I might add. Carrie Crave Cinema, what's up, Carrie? OMG, best news ever. Neve's back and Kevin Williamson as director. This is my dream come true. I always wanted this to happen. It's his baby. Love you, Craven. 23 months. I'm honored. My home. Carrie, thank you so much. Believe me, it's a dream come true for me too. And I appreciate your support for almost 2 years now. So your Platinum Skull is literally on its way, and it will arrive next month. But Carrie, you're awesome. Thank you so much. We've had a lot of great times together over the last 2 years, and thank you so much for still being a part of the community and part of the channel and supporting, keeping the lights on here. Thank you. All right, Carrie, it's happening. It is happening, guys. Neve is back. Kevin's back. I mean, come on, man.
Now he's just got to get McDreamy. I'm sure they can get him back. I really. What? I mean, you would have to. In a way, you think.
I think. Well, that brings me to a great point, JT. I'm going to ask you this. We have I still have a want list. Okay. And I know it sounds like, I'm not trying to be greedy, because we just got Neve and we got Kevin, but there are a few other individuals that I would love to see return. And with Kevin Williamson at the helm, I think this is a real possibility. And that is, number one, I've already mentioned Matthew Lillard, right?
Yeah.
That's a foregone.
Yeah.
He's number one.
Guaranteed. The first on the list. Yeah.
Yeah. First on the list. Stu Macher, Matthew Lillard's return. Now, after Matthew Lillard, though, we've got who you just brought up, Patrick Dempsey. And it seems to me and here's the other thing, we don't know the timeline guidance. Yeah. Now, since he was the writer of the first 2, meaning 5 and 6, the last 2, I mean, then he probably will still have it connected somehow, I'm guessing. But what do you think? Do you think he may do a different timeline, or do you think he's going to keep that thread?
You know, if you think, if you want to pay respect to Melissa, you know, that you go after 6, and you just mentioned that, you know, they moved their way, you know, if not, do you do the David Gordon Green and ignore 3 and do the true Scream 3 that he wanted to do, which you can bring Dewey back then and Stu? You know, that's like, if you do different timeline, I probably would do that. I'd probably just ignore the 3, which I know is like, why would you ignore 3 if he wanted to do that timeline? Or you can go after 4 and ignore 5 and 6. But I think he would probably keep it just going after the 6th one. And it would have to be, you know, the Ghostface have to go after, you know, her and Patrick and probably the kids, or maybe not the kids, but at least he has to be in it. And right now, he's the sexiest man alive. He's in a big movie. You know, it's just be nonsense not to bring him over, because that's just more asses and seats. And you have to look at this as a business. You know, how are we going to get more ticket sales?
Right.
Let's bring Patrick Dempsey back. And, you know, because she talked about him in the 6th one, or in the 5th one, you know, and then he's like, you know, I think I'll keep him. So he's still around. He's not somehow shot dead from the force or whatever. So yeah, let's just go after 6. Acknowledge that Jen and them, that they're safe, they're away, protective custody, whatever, and let's stick with the legacy. Like I was telling you, have Dewey pull Randy, like film something for Gail and Neve and Patrick to give us all that. Oh, you know, like I did with Scream 3 when I saw my dude Randy. The first, like, oh, Randy, dude, they need. He's like, even in death, he was right.
That's right. I like it, man. I mean, I think because Guy is writing it, I think you're right. I think they're just gonna continue the timeline. You know, like I've always been saying lately, though, I would love to kind of go back and continue from 4, just because we have Dewey for the movie, you know, as a living
and
character.
You can, because, you know, there's 10 years there that you can do anything.
Well, you could, you know, you're right. You can do like the Saw 10
you
approach.
can bring Stu back and she defeats Stu, and now she's on 5 because now she came back. It's like, you know, I got kids and I'm not leaving until he's dead in the ground. So it's like, okay, it's back, you know, somebody. So that would bring Billy, would make sense of Billy, but we'll see. Yeah.
Look who's here with us. Jack Stannis is in the chat. Jack, dude, good to see you, man. My goodness. Stu Train, baby. Absolutely, man. I am 100% with you, my friend. It's so good to see you, buddy. Glad you could join for this little impromptu live stream, man. This is great. It's awesome. Good to see you, buddy. Need to have you back on, man. Got to get you back on here, buddy. I know it has been. And look here, my good buddy, Killjoy Jake in the house. What's up, Jake? Hyped to talk with me tonight about this excitement. Yeah, so let everybody know, I am going to be guesting on Killjoy Jake's channel at 9 p.m. Central tonight. That's 10 p.m. Eastern. I will be a guest with him, and I are going to be talking all about this news again, and spitballing with theories and ideas. So we're just getting started here today. Be sure to visit Killjoy Jake's channel, the live stream tonight at 9 p.m. I will see you there as well. I'm looking forward to it, Jake. Absolutely, buddy. All right. Now, there's another person that's on my wish list outside of Patrick Dempsey. And this person is someone you'll never see on screen, because this individual has put together the most amazing score in the franchise of Scream. It's Marco Beltrami. And I hope with every ounce of that I've got in me that Kevin Williamson will reach out to Marco Beltrami, if he hasn't already, and said, hey, I want you for Scream 7.
Yeah.
JT, could you imagine having Marco Beltrami in chat? Guys, think about this. Imagine having him back to score Scream 7 again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, you got Kevin, you got Sid, and if you bring Patrick back, why not? Let's keep going. Let's go. Let's just go legacy. Let's just
That's right.
Throw out everything. Just throw out everything. Just like, let's just get crazy and make this one of the best Screams that we had in years.
Oh, yeah. Well, best since 4. Best since 4.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, this. I think this will be. I think this will be the best since 4 at this point. Right. As of right now.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like, of course, Scream 4 is my favorite sequel, but it's the last Wes Craven sequel. But I think this 7 has the potential to actually to blow away 5 and 6. I think the potential's there.
I do.
Yes.
I do too.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, bring back. There you go, Carrie. # bring back Beltrami. Yes. Let's get Marco back on the score. Now, the other question is, do we want Kirby back, guys?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know she was in 4, and it was part of the Wes Craven the trilogy. I don't know. I mean, if they go off 6, okay, because she always said, "If you ever need me," but she was talking to the girls, not Gail. I'll probably say no. I would say no on that one because you want to lift this up as much as you can. Just with and and bring Gail back, of course, but Neve will be the main focus. So you guys really have the story around her. And I don't really want to see Kirby in that story because I'm like, wow, yeah, she was there in 4, and then she was in 6, but Sydney wasn't there, so why she's going to be there in 7? But
I mean,
who knows?
Yeah, if they're going to keep the timeline right, so she's in the FBI.
Yeah,
she's investigating Ghostface attacks across the country. So there's at least a door that they could open if they wanted Kirby back. If Guy wants Kirby back, there's a way she could be in Seattle investigating these attacks on Sydney and the family. But I just was not a fan of how Kirby was written in 6.
Me neither.
There was no I don't know what it was. There was missing something. There was not a charismatic connection there that drew you into her like 4. In 4 it did. So it's how it was written. It wasn't Kirby, it wasn't Hayden, it was how they did the character. So I guess I'll say it like this, and I'm with you because I'm on the fence. I'm like, if they're gonna write Kirby in 7 the way she portrayed or behaved in 6, I could probably say pass.
Yeah.
Honestly,
if they put her in it, just like one scene that she calls, Neve about this and this and that, okay, but not a big part of the story, because I want to be centered around Neve. I want to see if they're going to finish out the story, if it's going to be a new trilogy, and if it's going to be a new trilogy, you really don't need Kirby in it, but who knows? Like I said, I'm 50-50. She has to be written in it well. And that's what I'm scared. It's like, will they? Will they go that way? I don't know. I liked her in 4. Didn't really care for her. Same as 6. I didn't really. It's like they made her the psycho cop. I'm like, you already have a psycho cop, so now you're going to make her like the psycho cop. So it's like, what?
Right? Yeah, it's true. It's true, man.
And she now, said Stu's dead. So
yeah, and then Mindy tried to talk sense into her, if you believe he's dead.
That's the TV that killed Stu.
Denied. Nope. I love that. Yeah, man. I'm with you, buddy. I think that I could do without Kirby, to be honest. Now they could bring her in and be the opening kill.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting.
They could kill her.
I'd be okay with that. Not just to kill her, but that would, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
You're going, you got something there. Yeah.
Maybe so, man. We'll see.
She knows the truth of Stu. We don't know that, right? And she gets killed. You know.
Now, wouldn't that be interesting if she's like looking through, she's investigating, and you know, and that's how the movie starts. She's like in her office or something, or at home, and she's going through files, like police files or FBI files, and she sees something that makes a connection that Stu Macher is involved, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" Like she like her mouth, you know, her jaw drops, and she's like, "I can't believe this. This can't be."
The camera's on her. Then you see like a black robe behind her. Run,
just
like
or the phone rings.
The phone rings.
And there we start the whole thing. And she figured it out, but never got to tell anyone. She gets killed before she can tell. Now, see, that's cool. That's a cool opening, man.
Yeah, that'd be a real cool opening. It's like, oh, because then you're thinking, what does she see? Because you don't see what she sees.
Right. Nope.
You just see the files. You don't know. It's like, what did she find out?
Yeah,
like,
what could
it be Stu? Could it be Angelina? Or so it's
that's
like,
right.
I mean, what? And then she gets killed.
No idea. Yeah, she's just like, oh my gosh, and that can't be. And that's it. There you go. Hey, real quick, Zach King says, "Hey, Cravens, big fan, and I can't wait for Scream 7." Well, thank you, Zach. Same here, man. I appreciate you stopping by to the live stream. Hey, guys, also, I want to say I haven't mentioned this at all since we started streaming. If you have not smashed that thumbs up button yet, would you please do so? It takes you less than 3 seconds just to go and close out the live chat real quick. Hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, if you're a guest here and you just jumped in based on a recommended on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. I talk Scream here all the time, and I'll be doing a lot more live streams this week, a lot more videos coming out talking about this and more. So please smash that thumbs up button. It helps the algorithm send this to more people that will be able to watch it. So I would greatly appreciate that. Something else I greatly appreciate is Quentin Gilmore sending a $10 super chat to help out the channel. Thank you, Quentin. And Quentin simply says, Scream 7. Yeah, baby. I mean, sometimes you don't need to say any more than that.
Yeah.
That says it all right there. Scream 7, my man. It is back with a vengeance. And we have got Neve Campbell. That's right. We've got Sidney Prescott back at the center focus. No more glorified cameo. I am so ready to see her be the Sidney of old, of the first 4 movies.
And let's bring Maureen Prescott back in a flashback.
Woo, man.
One more. Just one more, or a video of her or something, something. Why not? We're bringing everybody back. Why not?
Why not, crazy. Dude? I know she's game. She's
I know
she's. Do it. I know, like Lynn McCree has said multiple times here, I'm ready to come back. I'm ready to do it.
That would be an interesting open kill too, Maureen. Like we get to witness, see it.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, but you know what? I would settle for a nightmare, a flashback, a hallucination.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Anything. Just get Lynn McCree back in there for a scene, at least one sequence of scenes. Quentin, real quick, my friend, for your super chat, man. Sometimes you just gonna have to keep your anger under control in life. I know there's a lot of anger going out there in the world on social media and stuff and different things,
especially on this.
Especially on
already.
Very, very divisive. Yeah, out there. But you know what? You don't have time for that. Life's too short. And we're reminded by this super chat clip that if you don't keep it under control, it could have devastating results. Quentin, here's your clip, my friend.
Bad attitudes create distracted drivers. It's as simple as that.
If you kids don't shut up right now, I'm going to close all the windows and turn up the heater.
Don't push me too far, Barbara.
Don't worry, I won't.
Parents.
Listen, I get paid to drive this bus, not babysit everybody's kids.
My life doesn't turn around your life, and it's time you learned that.
Look, I got personal problems of my own.
You don't know what problems are.
Well, if they can't wait, neither can I.
If you can't wait, neither can I. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow, man. Dude.
See what happens when you're a douche?
It's rough, man. It's rough. Hey, Jen, just to let you know, Jen was asking if Knight knows the news. Yes. Yeah, he does. He's probably not even awake yet, but I texted him earlier. So whenever he wakes up, he's gonna be getting that text. So
he's gonna be excited. He'd be like, "What?"
Oh,
Because that's
yeah.
what happened to me. I got on Instagram and I'm like, "Wait a minute, what?" What?
Yeah,
and I
like,
send
what?
it Craven the mess. I'm like, no, I'm calling this dude. And as soon as he answers, he goes, Sydney's back, baby.
That's right, man. Let's go. It was incredible. Evan says those 70s safety videos were unhinged. Yeah, they were. Big time. Different era.
If I was on that bus, like I'm gonna shut up all the windows and turn on the heat. I've told him, well, go ahead, I'll fart. I'll gas this out.
Oh,
Go ahead.
gosh.
That's a challenge accepted.
Oh, dude. My gosh. Yeah. And I'm sure Knight will probably mention it tonight on the battle.
Yeah.
The battle stream. He's gonna
He's definitely gonna do a video.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'll be doing a video too. And it'll probably come out later tonight because, like I said, I'm streaming at 9. So today it may actually be tomorrow, but that's why I did the live stream. So at least I got it out, breaking out, as close to the time as I could.
Yeah, I just did a short on Stock and Talk just to get something out there,
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Eric? Eric over at the Bearded Entertainment says, I have an amazing idea for Scream 7. Cool, buddy. All right, man. We'll have to talk. I want to hear what it is for sure. Necessary distraction. What's up, Amber? So I feel like the chances for Stu coming back are much better with Neve. Oh, I do too. I think that's huge.
Yeah.
I do too. Yeah. Absolutely. So the wish list is Patrick Dempsey right now, Marco Beltrami for the score. I got another one for you. You ready for this one?
Peter Jackson. I mean, he has to do it.
Well, here's who I'm thinking of. Someone also behind the camera.
All right.
And it is Patrick Lussier, which was Wes Craven's editor for, I think he edited 8 to 10 Wes Craven films. And he did the Scream trilogy, the 1, 2, and 3. He edited all 3 of those. There was a different editor for 4 for some reason. I don't know what the issue was. But Patrick Lussier, guys, that's who I want back to edit Scream 7. Because, the editing is so important.
Oh, yeah.
Because that determines your pacing, the flow, right? I mean, that is such an important job. So, yes, Patrick Lussier, that's right. Absolutely. Let's get him back. And nobody knows how to edit a Scream film better than Patrick Lussier. I'm sorry. He knows it. He did it. He worked with Wes hand in hand in editing those movies. So he knows how to step in and do a classic Scream film. So
yeah.
I think this is important. I don't know that it's going to happen, but this is a wish list. That's what a wish list is for. So Marco Beltrami doing the score, Patrick Lussier editing the film. Yep.
Yeah.
That is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like it. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing else I can really say. It's like, yeah. I mean, it's like.
Got you, buddy. I'm with you.
Yeah. It's like what? Yeah. It's like that's a no-brainer. And I like to see Lee come back. Waddell. you know.
Well, he could do something. He's retired, but he's more in a advisory coordinator role. But
That was to say, make him like a stunt coordinator.
he
Like
could be the stunt coordinator. Yeah, he could. Sure.
And let's bring back his name's slipping. The Ghostface in 6. His name's slipping.
We got Max Lafayette and Matthew
there you go.
Coder.
Yeah. Bring them back. I think they did a good job in 6, so why not bring them back in 7?
They did. Well, and that's another interesting thing is where are they going to film? That's another big deal, because see, if they go to Canada and film, there is a good chance. I think it's a good chance that we get those guys back. Is what I'm trying to say, because it makes sense. And now if they film here in the U.S., it doesn't mean they can't get them. Still, I mean, they can still bring them in. But I'm with you. Max Lafayette was great as the aged Ghostface in 6. Matthew Coder was good as the opening Ghostface, and as he was also in the third act with he was one of the ones stabbing Chad. He was running around doing a lot of stuff in that third act. So, I think it'd be amazing to have those guys back. Yeah.
Here's another question for you: do we stay out of Woodsboro, or do we bring it back? Yeah, because Neve says she's never going to come back, and she came back for the kids. Or maybe something happens and she has to go back to Woodsboro. Maybe with her kids get abducted or something, and she has to go back. Or Patrick, Dempsey, Kincagus. Yeah. But do we go back to Woodsboro, or where say they got like a nice little farm somewhere? I mean,
it's a good question, man.
Yeah.
What do you guys think in the chat? Are we going back to Woodsboro? Is that where guys in Busic's going to take us, or are we going to stay in New York? No, not New York, because there's no reason to stay in New York.
Seattle.
So Seattle is what I meant to say. Are we going to Seattle?
That would be interesting if you go to Seattle. If you go to the cities.
Yeah, man. I would be.
Talk about it always rains. It's like
always raining.
Raining, Ghostface running dodging. Right. And you can go crazy, but we'll see. He'll probably go back to Woodsboro. Let's be honest. We'll probably wind up somehow going back. I mean, I'm fine if they didn't. If they can make it work like in Seattle, I'm fine if they want to stay away. But only time will tell. It's like they released this, so I say here in maybe a month or a couple months, we're going to get more detail what's going on. Where
I do too. I think this is the equivalency of someone pushing the rock off the top of the hill.
Yeah, this is strategic. Neve released the script, and so did Spyglass. So this is strategic. This is PR. So we're gonna probably start seeing some stuff soon.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think it won't be very long before we probably find out where they're shooting at. It'll be real interesting to look at Production Weekly. For any of those out there who have Production Weekly, we're almost at 90 people now in the chat. We're getting close to triple digits. If anyone has Production Weekly, and I know Eric over at the Beard Entertainment sometimes looks at it. So Eric, if you're still with us, something to think for us to keep our radar on is Production Weekly next week, because now that this has come out, it'll be interesting to see if any more news is revealed in Production Weekly, like location of filming or dates, right? Any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think we are on our way to getting more information anyway. I agree. I think it's coming. Matter of time.
I think if we find out when they're shooting, we can have an idea when the film's going to be released. It could be this year. It could be possible. It could be this year. I mean, it'd be late if they want to do a December snow.
Be December, yeah.
Yeah, if they want to do a snow scene, but if not, probably early
next year.
Earlier next year, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And like I say, do they want a winter setting, or are they going to shoot in the summer? Where
I like it because it'd be different. Do something different,
Yeah,
but only time will tell.
One time will tell, because we've never really had a a winter setting, if you think about it.
I figured they would shoot during the summer. It would make sense to shoot in the summer, unless they didn't want a winter scene. But then
Right.
they would just make, you just go into, a studio, do the because you see how they did in 6, they built that whole apartment scene, so they can make a winter scene in a studio if they wanted to. So it's they do crazy stuff now. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I like a winter
buddy.
scene, but if not, okay.
Yeah. And there is so much that we still don't know, but
Mhm.
I think it's like we're gonna find out very soon.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's gonna continue to go. And as far as the scripting go, I see a lot of people talking in the chat about script.
Mhm.
I do believe that with James Vanderbilt being moved out, I think that here's the thing. You have to write a script when you know who your characters are.
Yeah.
So now it could be the case that Guy Busick has been writing
Mhm.
under the assumption that Neve will be there.
Mm.
So that's possible, right? So he could have a script that's mostly done. But and I have to say this, I believe for Neve to come back, the script is important to her too. So I think enough of that script had to be done so that Neve could read it and then make a decision about it as well. So I said all that to say, I do believe that the script could be 90% ready to go, and maybe just some finishing touches from Guy. Well, I mean, yeah, and
Well,
here's
here's the thing. I don't cut you off, but the writing strike, I just looked it up, was over in September last year.
Right.
So it was very possible that they can have the script and it could be done. In January they could have had Neve back. We don't know how long
That's
this has been in the deal, but like I said, the strike was over September, and they can start pushing these like deals out. So, and we're already in March, so
that's right.
it's not out of possibility that this script could be finished or close to being finished. But I think it is. Even though it said untitled, I think it's pretty much done. They know what they're going to do.
Yeah, I think there's something to that, man, because again, Sydney, I don't think Sydney would sign on without a script.
Yeah, I don't either. I wouldn't. So I'm not signing on to see what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I need to know, like,
this could have been talked in Scream 6. When Scream 6 come out before the strike, they could have been talking. I mean, you got to plan everything, they play in movies 2 or 3 years down the road. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. So it's not like, okay, we're going to do this, and that may be how it was in the 80s. It's like, because we got all those nightmares and Halloweens, and prices every year. It's not like that really anymore. There has to be a plan. I think it's a plan for a trilogy, and that's how they plan these things. And here we go.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because Mike 42 says, Craven, do you think this is a last hurrah for Neve, or could this be the start of a new trilogy with her? Her Instagram comments do not indicate this is her final movie.
Yeah.
I do not believe personally this is her final Scream movie. I don't. I think that she made comments last year that they're about, as far as is she open to returning in the future and all that. And she said that she believes, Sydney's story is not done yet. There's more chapters in her book to tell. And so I think her mindset is that as long as there's a good script, she'll come back, and she's paid fairly, of course.
I think that's anybody's, honestly, as long as it's written good and there's a decent paycheck. Yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah, I think so, man. So could this be the start of a new trilogy? It could be. Yeah, it could be. I don't see any reason to think that we could rule that out. There's nothing to rule that out.
Yeah.
And I think we'll know by how this movie ends, perhaps, if we're leaning that way. But if you look at the first Scream trilogy, we knew it was going to be a trilogy because Kevin had written an outline.
Yeah.
But if we didn't know that, though, if we didn't know that, there really wasn't an indication after one that we were going to have another one. It ended up nice and tight, and so did Scream 2. It ended up nice and complete. So I'm just curious, though, having said that, to see how they're going to end this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
unless down the road, Neve says this is my final one. Or maybe that might be 8,
True.
And you got to think of, I think if the script's good, because that's the problem with 6. She didn't really like her parts in 6. And you have to understand, this is Neve Campbell and this is Sidney Prescott. You can't just barely use her. This is a big iconic character. That's like, okay, we got Laurie Strode. Now she's off, for only 15 minutes. We're not going to use her anymore.
That's right.
Or, Nancy, same way. So,
yeah.
I think when she's ready, and I'm sure she'll make that announcement. And I think if she would want to end it, and she'll tell us, she won't just like, oh yeah, I'm not coming back anymore. I think she was like, this is my final one. That would bring sales up. This, they could PR that the final, Scream for Neve Campbell. So yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I absolutely. I mean, I think she would want to. That would be something you would kind of want to make a big deal out of,
Yeah.
like, you can even have that in the marketing, come watch, Sidney Prescott's final stand or something,
Yeah.
whatever,
With Stu Macher, he's like, he comes out at 7 and it's like goes right in 8, kind of like, a better version of Halloween Ends. It's like, we know we're getting that epic battle, but yeah, the only time will tell. That's what we can really say, honestly.
Right. Yep. Brett James Bishop, what is up, dude?
Hey.
Bro, it's been too long, my friend. My gosh, says I'm so excited for the news. I knew they would bring back Neve, but Kevin Williamson as director? Yeah, that was the stunner. I'm still stunned.
Blindsided. It's like, what?
Yes, completely unexpected. I dare to be excited. You should be, my friend. Yes. Good to see you, man. Got to get you on here, buddy. We got to talk, man. Yeah. Let's take a look here. Hey, we got ourselves a $5 super chat coming in for Hisporiental. Welcome. Glad you're here, buddy. Good to see you. I say they claim her kid be 15 in this movie, get killed in the opening. Oh, wow. Then kidnap the other 5-year-old. Then do a ransom to the end. Scared for Sid again. Wow, that's
going dark. I don't know if they go that dark. I don't think they go that dark.
Honestly,
I see grabbing the kids and making her go back to Woodsboro, make them think, because I think this will be personal. Like you said, if it's Stu, I don't think Stu would kill a kid. He was just, that would get her. It's like, she's coming back because I got her kids. And, and Patrick, or, Patrick and the kids. And she has to come back to Woodsboro,
Yeah. I honestly don't think Guy Busick could write that dark.
Yeah, that's almost like a crime thriller.
Yeah, like a Dahmer type
in
show.
a world. I want money.
Exactly.
It's like, you try to kill me for 30 years. Now you want money.
Oh man. Look, I'll say this. I think that it's certainly an interesting thought. And the kid would be 15, so it wouldn't be like a little baby or anything, or a little toddler.
Yeah.
I get that, it would be a teenager and all that. So I don't have a problem with the idea of it. I just don't think personally that they actually would go that route. That's just my opinion on it, right? I don't think they would.
Yeah.
Because
I wouldn't be up for it for sure. I'd be like, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, it's extreme. It's extremely dark.
That's like Michael Myers killed that kid in 2018, like when he snapped his neck. It's like, you didn't have to do that.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, like I say, It would certainly get our attention. I will give you that. That would
Yeah.
it would get our attention. There's no
Like,
doubt
what
about it.
the hell? Okay, that might be the last one because what?
That's right. Well, speaking of kiddos, man, sometimes they love their mac and cheese, right? Even as adults, we can like mac and cheese. But you know what? It's not Ghostface, but these kids I'm about to show you here for your super chat clip, they got they got visited by the Cheddar Goblin. Oh boy, here we go.
Cheddar Goblin!
Cheddar Goblin by Devane has 60% more cheese than the next leading brand.
Wow.
If I was that mom, I'd be so pissed. Or dad, have to clean that mess up. I'd be so mad. That's the one thing I took away from. It's like, it's like, what the hell is all this mac and cheese? It's a goblin. Oh, really? Okay.
It's like, you better double up on, you better pay me double for this. Mayanne says, ew. Chin says, gross. That is pretty gnarly. It's gnarly, man.
Zach goes, was that an ad? Yep, that was Craven's ad.
That's right. That's right. That's awesome. Kyle over at That Sounded Scary says, what do you think they will call it?
Scream 7.
Scream 7?
Yeah, I'd say 7.
Do you think it'll be Roman numerals, the number 7?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Because 1, 2, 3, and 4, if you're going to go like west direction, then they just put 7 up there, not Roman numerals,
Right.
So,
they've been doing the Roman numerals for 5 and 6.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Kevin will decide on that, because he may keep. But you know what? This is starting fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, not like completely fresh. Well, we don't know. I mean, I don't think it is. So, but that Roman numerals to me is kind of tied with the Carpenters, their movies. So, and all of Kevin's, and well, it was Wes's screams that all the ones Kevin was involved with, Wes went with just a straight up number.
Yeah.
Scream 1, or Scream, then Scream 2, Scream 3. So I could see Kevin just going Scream 7 in the middle here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, that 7 there instead of the R. I mean, that, Wes did that with 4, remember?
Yeah. Well, Warrior said Legacy. That would be interesting. Scream Legacy. If you're going, that would be interesting. It'd be different.
Yeah.
But I think they would stick with the number.
I'm not a big fan of those subtitle movies, man.
I think it'll be Scream, and they'll probably have 7 behind it.
Right.
Something like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see. Trust me. I'm gonna say maybe a month out, we'll probably actually get the title. It says Scream 7.
Yeah,
I entitled Scream 7. It's Scream 7.
Just Scream 7. Yeah, there's no subtitles here. Yeah, I right now, because Kevin's behind it, I would vote for just Scream 7 in the middle. That's what I'm thinking. It would. We'll see. That's part of what's fun about this, and how we can, theorize and strategize and all those things, because it's all on the table right now. If you think about it, man, everything is on the table right now. So
it's all speculation now. And this is what's fun, because you're going to see how close you can get. Like, you think of stuff's like, and then you watch the movies like, oh, I was so close, or I was completely off.
Exactly. And it is the fun of it. I mean, and let's face it, sometimes you want to be totally wrong, right? You don't want to have figured everything out. And so, as much as I like to take guesses and strategize, I also hope that I'm not right on a lot of stuff, because I like to be surprised.
Yeah. That's why we watch these films, to get surprised. I mean, try to figure it out, but you want to get like stumped.
Yeah.
Like, didn't see that one coming.
That's right. And hey, Historiano, what's up with another $2 super chat? Thank you so much. Do you guys prefer the comedy or serious screams? Well, I don't really think of any of them as necessarily comedy. The only one, I think Scream 3 had kind of a lighter feel, I think, a little bit lighter tone. But even then, I don't really think of comedy. I do see like you can make a case that 3 maybe had a little bit lighter comedic field and some things. But I've always felt like, Scream has always been a mixture of satire.
Yeah.
More than comedy. It's satire with serious slasher elements.
Yeah, you should have that one character that is somewhat funny. You know, that you can like relate to, and then if he gets it or she gets it, you're like, oh, like Randy, he was that comic relief, but you got I forgot his name who plays Randy.
Oh, Jamie Kennedy?
Thank you. He's actually a stand-up comedian. So it's like that's a given. So it's like if you got one character that's funny, it's okay. But when it gets to the chase scenes and the killing, you have to get serious. Because at the end of the day, these people are getting killed. Somebody's about to kill them. So
yes,
I think Scream always made that good blend between the going back and forth.
Yeah, no, I agree. And a good example of a comedy relief in 3 was the partner of Mark Kincaid.
Yeah.
Remember?
This
is the scene where you come with us, I mean, all those, there were just some funny moments in there.
Did you take it or did you borrow it?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's right.
But that's what a cop would do, though. It's like, so did you take it or did you borrow it? It's like, you stole it. Just say you stole it.
Yeah. Well, even Roman, whenever he's like
the award.
Yeah, he's like, you think this isn't a sign? Yeah, I mean, those moments are great. So, but I've always felt that outside of 3, I think 3 was a little more on that side.
It was.
Than the others. But I just enjoy the Wes Craven Screams, especially. Man, they're all 4 of them. They're unique. They share the same DNA, but they're also different. So, yeah, I would say right in the middle of these 2.
Yeah.
Which I think is most of them. All right. Thank you so much for your super chat clip again. I appreciate your support, helping to keep the lights on for the channel, and it means a lot. So, here's a reminder too, if you're going to be getting into clown school, like some folks like to, get into clown school and learn the art, no pun intended, Art the Clown. But if you want to do that, this is a place that actually gives instructions. This is from an instructional video that they put out, and I got just a little tiny clip of it. Here we go.
The elderly really receive you quite well. I think it's because they already know how vulnerable they are. They're lonely, and they long for touch. If they're in need of touch, you touch them.
Yeah, there you go. Little clown instructional stuff. I had no idea.
You got to touch them.
Yep. They need touch, you touch them. Yeah. And Brett James Bishop back in the fold. Hey, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Renewing his membership into the cult of Craven. Great to have you, Brett. And hey, listen, if you're one here who your name is not in green in the chat, and you don't have that wicked cool skull logo, you don't have access to the custom emojis, you can change that right now, just like Brett did. All you got to do is simply click join. It's right next to subscribe, and you have 5 layers or levels, I should say, to choose from. Pick the one that's best for you and what you're looking for the most, and become a channel member, and you will be a Cravenite, and you'll have an opportunity to do that. You'll be recognized like Robbie right there, with his name is in green. He's got the skull logo. Custom emojis, you're seeing him post there, Stu. You'll have access to those and many more. Neve Campbell and Wes Craven. There's a bunch of them. And I'm always adding them as I am able to. So there's always a bunch of them. So Anyway, and not only that, you'll get access to perks as well, priority response in the chat, comments, access to members only streams. When I have a member watch parties, you'll get an invitation. There's a lot of stuff going on, and depending what level you get, you have an opportunity to actually come on one of my shows, like JT, and appear with me on a live stream, guys. And so I'm telling you, there's something for everybody. So if you're not a channel member yet, what are you doing? Grab that.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
That's it, man. And not only that, you're really helping out the channel on a monthly basis and helping to continue for the channel to grow and for me to do more things. So
the perks are worth it. Trust me. He uploads a lot of content. It's money well spent. It really
thank you,
is.
JT.
You're welcome, buddy.
Appreciate it, man. Jason says, join the Cravenite cult. You won't regret it. I love every single second of it. Thank you, Jason. That's awesome. You guys, you and JT are awesome. I appreciate y'all so much. All right. Okay, guys. So let's see. Let me pull up I want to say this too. You guys know how hard I've been on one particular individual at Spyglass because he messed things up for Neve in 6. He messed things up with Melissa, and ultimately Christopher Landon quit because of all the fallout. Don't blame Christopher. I understand it. But this fella right here is Gary Barber. He is the head CEO of Spyglass Media Group and happens to be the one who has been negotiating with Neve and everything. And I have to say this. As much as I despise his other actions, I have to say, well done, Gary, on realizing you had to do this. You had to do this.
Yeah, he redeemed himself for me, because we had pitchforks. We had pitchforks. Right. We was coming.
That's right.
And so good job, buddy. And I mean, you messed up things with Neve, Melissa. You killed Craven's laptop. I was on to you. Yeah, it's like I was on to you ever since it happened. Because I'm like Batman, the greatest detective. But yeah, you did good on this one, kid. Pat you on top of the head. You did good. Don't screw it up.
Yes, don't mess it up. You're starting to redeem yourself here. And so I'm going to officially admit that I applaud Gary Barber for paying Neve Campbell now and for making the right decision to get her back as the focus and to get Kevin Williamson in as director. Those are good moves in my book. And so Gary, I will ease off on you, man. I will ease off on all the what'd you call it? The tomfoolery that was going around.
The bigotry.
Whatever.
It's just like
whatever.
Because let me tell you something. He screws this up. He has horses. We're about to have a Godfather scene. Just saying.
Well,
I'm
gosh, dude.
I'm gonna start with Stop and Talk podcast. So,
right.
You'll wake up in the bed. You're like, oh, Seabiscuit or whatever the hell your horses is called.
Oh man.
Oh,
shank. Definitely.
That's what he does to people. He shanks people.
That's right. That's right.
But he did good.
Yeah, he learned his lesson. He like Youngblood. He had to humble himself. Eric, it smells like teen horror. Was he visited by 3 ghosts last night?
Yeah, Wes Craven. He just won. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, man. Woo, that would do it. That would definitely do it.
And you know what this also means? And I'm just throwing this out here. Because Kevin Williams coming back. Christopher Landon could come back for an 8th one. Because now it seems like, everything could be settled down now. So he was like, you know what? I'll come back 8th because it seems like it's not hectic now. We'll come in here, work along with Kevin. That would be interesting. That'd be like a dream come true for him. So
right.
Possibilities are definitely opening now.
It's true. I think you're right, man. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? It would be pretty darn cool. Now, unless like Kevin Williamson does what I think he's going to do, knocks it out of the park, It's going to be like, I want Kevin back. I want Kevin for 8. Bring Kevin back for 8. Let's keep this going. But to your point, if for some reason Kevin's like, hey, this was fun, but I want to go back to writing.
Yeah, it's like I'm more of a writer. Yeah,
I'm a writer, not a director, really. I did it, and it was great. But let's get Christopher Landon back in.
Yeah.
Boom. That would be awesome. Jason, the nice one, says they had to learn a lesson. Not taking the talent for granted. Agreed? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Now, Quentin says, Melissa will be back. What if all this was staged or keeping it hush? What if Melissa's the new Ghostface? I don't. Quentin, I like the idea of someone pulling such a mass illusion. But here's the thing. I don't believe it would have been around the subject matter it was. It would have been something else because that's a very volatile sub issue.
Yeah.
And I just don't think you toy around with that. I think it would be poor taste.
Yeah, because then everybody felt like they got lied to, and then she'll lose fans. Like, you lied to us. Technically you don't care. Blah blah blah. Big snowball effect. And the thing is, it's just like, I know they're balancing that good and evil thing, but at Scream at 6, to me, she defeated it. She walked off in the sunset with her sister.
Yep,
it's over. It's if anything, it would be Jenna, but she's too short. Let's just say it's like you can just hold her. It's like, you ain't stabbing me. But no, I wouldn't be. If they did, I'd be like, what? Instead of stupid, like, okay, well, you had me till that.
True, that is true. Yep, I agree. And Quentin, I love the idea of a grand illusion. Don't get me wrong, I do. I just don't. I don't think they even think anything like that, like we do.
If it wasn't done the way what happened with that situation, okay, I can she goes, I'm not coming back for the third one, because she was only signed for 2. And if they said okay, that's one thing. Okay, didn't see this, and well, surprise, I'm not Billy's daughter, I'm Stu's, and he got a hold of me. He's like, whoa, what?
Yeah, oh my gosh. Now Brett is coming at it from a different perspective. He says he didn't redeem himself for the fans. He paid Neve and hired Kevin to save on his investment he made for the Scream rights. Well, why can't it be both though, Brett? I do agree with you, of course, that's part of it, but I think it's both. I don't think it has to be one or the other. You know what I mean? I think he's protecting his investment, but he had to swallow his pride to do that as well.
You have to when you get her back. You have to swallow your pride. It's like, yep, I'm wrong. And those guys with that much money don't like to say they're wrong. I met a few. It's like, they're never wrong. There's people that's not rich that doesn't like say they're wrong. So he had to swallow that one. And maybe the board said, no, you're swallowing this one. No, you messed up. You messed up big.
Exactly. You go out there and you got to fix this. Here's what you got to do it. And so, Kyle says he didn't redeem himself. He saved face. Yeah, I mean, however you want to word it, but I think it's a combination of both. Drew, what's up? Drew says, did you see the tweet I put out earlier, Craven? I don't know for sure. I'll have to look after the stream. I'll definitely check out Twitter after the stream.
I tell you another thing. They didn't post this on Twitter. I didn't see it. I went to trying to spyglass on Twitter. I didn't see it. It's like they only put it on Instagram. I could be wrong, but I looked up spyglass and that's like, I didn't. Nothing. There was people like fans saying Sid's coming back, but I didn't see anything. So it's like, it's interesting that they didn't do Twitter. They did Instagram.
Yeah, I found it on Twitter, just the media outlets like the Hollywood Reporter posted it on there, and a few others, but I didn't look for spyglass though, per se. And I know that Neve only has Instagram. She doesn't have a Twitter.
Yeah, I'm hardly on Twitter, man. I don't even know why I have one. Or X or Twix, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
I call it Twix. Let's just call it Twix, because it's Twitter, it's X. Let's put them together, Twix. And it's a candy. It's a social media now.
Yeah.
Either you're left or you're right. That's basically what Twitter is. It's Twix.
Oh gosh, that's funny. So I mean, and again, if you know, this whole social media thing, man, I don't engage in any of that nonsense drama. I just don't.
Yeah.
I won't. If I read something, I just move on.
Yeah. I said my piece on Bloody Disgusting to the fans. It was already complaining about Neve coming back, but I won't say it on here because it's explicit.
Yeah, of course.
So this is clean, no negativity, but every once in a while, JT brings out the sailor in him. He's like, listen, I'm tired of this.
I'm sure. I know.
How can I become a channel member?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me. I'm going to put a link. Let me put a link for you in the actual live stream, and it should allow you to do it there. There should be a join button, but if you're on an iPhone, it will not be there. You have to do it on a laptop or a desktop computer. But here we go, Stephanie. Here's a link, and I'll put this for everyone. Let's see, become a channel member. All right, here we go. All right, try this. Oops, hold on. Make sure I got it right. Okay, there we go. All right, Stephanie, try this link. There it is. Give that a shot. See if that works for you. If you copy that URL or click that, if it lets you click it. Hopefully that will work. If not, just go to a laptop or desktop, and you'll see a button to the left of subscribe. It says join. Yeah. Jason Dyer in the house. You're very welcome, Stephanie. Thank you. I appreciate your interest to become a member very much. Thank you. What does this do for the Stu Train? Jason, what?
I was like, that's all I had to say. Like I'm French.
I got you. Yeah. Jason Dyer, I think it looks good for the Stu Train. Yeah. I do. Guy Busick is writing it, who's a Stu truther. We've got Neve Campbell back as Sydney, which, I mean, Sydney and Stu together is perfect. Kevin Williamson directing. I think it's the best chance we've ever had now that James Vanderbilt's out of there.
I think they should do it. Like I said, Patrick Dempsey, Thanksgiving, Matthew Lillard, Friday Night at Freddy's. They're making a second one. So, these stars are aligning, and they should capitalize on it now, because you want to talk about money. This is a big opportunity to make a lot of money for Spyglass if they do this. And hopefully they listen to us on Craving Something Scary.
Hey, man. That's right. Hopefully.
We might not know a lot of things, but we know about this.
Yes.
And we're cheap.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just give me credit on some things, give him some interviews. We're happy.
That's it, man. We're not that hard to please. We're really not.
Yeah.
Jason says, Craven, my old friend, I miss you, bro. Man, you too, Jason. I hope you're doing all right, bro. I hope life is treating you well, and it's good to see you here today, because I definitely missed you as well, man. Come back when, anytime and every time you can. It's always great to have you in the chat, because you're such a great part of the community, my friend, for a very long time. Let's see. Now, this is interesting. JT, why don't you start off on responding to this? Because I agree with this last part here.
All right, Stu being back or not, I'm going to judge 7 based almost solely on his murder mystery and being a true whodunit. Yeah. If, even if Stu comes back or not, you still have to have that element of Scream. The whodunit, who is it? You got to figure out, piece everything together. But you also got to trick us, because you're talking about this is a 7th film. Go back to basics, but you have to do something new that kind of tricks us, because you don't want to figure out like in 40 minutes, like, oh, I know who it is now. I want to be flabbergasted, like, did not see that coming. So yeah, that's the whole thing for Scream, and what for me, I believe it lasted so long because they really know how to do the whodunit. 5 and 6. Well, 6. We got to figure that one out. But that's the main key, and I think that's what Kevin knows best. And I think that's what we're really going to get a good one. We're really going to get a good whodunit, if Stu or not.
Yeah, man, I agree. I think I also feel the same way. I don't think we've had a true whodunit, mind blowing reveal since Scream 4.
Yeah,
that one was a shocker. I mean, I will never forget that feeling in the theater. I'm like, you have to be kidding me. What is happening?
Mm-hmm.
And I want that. That's what I want, man. In Scream 7, I want to be the very end. And I'm still don't know. I'm still like, well, it's got to be one of these 3 people. I don't know.
Because it's still a Scream film. You're not for sure. You think you got it, and nope.
No, you don't.
I go back to 96. I did not see Stu coming. Like when he pulled out, I'm like, what? It's like, no, I like him.
Right? I know. It was a shocker. It was a shocker.
So more of that. That's what we discussed before the stream. Go back to basics. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. If it's not dope, don't fix it. Go back to give us that true 96 feeling. This that nostalgia and everything. I'm happy. A real good whodunit, and I'm happy. You don't have to do a lot of kills or crazy kills. Just keep it simple. Good story. Make me think, and I'm happy. Really, honestly.
Yeah.
And Stu. But if not, okay.
Yes. gotta have Stu, man. We can't leave our boy out here. It's time, man. It's time for him to be back. Let's see here. Let me catch up here on the chat a little bit and see where we're at.
We're at 91 likes. Woo! Almost got to break 100.
Hey guys, let's get to 100. It'll be amazing to end the stream with 100. Yeah. Wonderful. We can do it. Let's see. This chat went back a little too far. Got to catch back up where I was. Okay, here we go. And remember, guys, as I was scrolling through the chat and responding to comments and questions, super chats move to the front of the line. Remember that. If you submit a super chat, you go ahead of everyone else, and guaranteed your question.
We're at 103. 103 likes.
Oh. Hey!
I had to refresh the stream, so it could have been 100 the whole time. I just seen 91. What does it show you on here? And StreamYards need to update the likes on here.
Yeah, I wish they would show that.
Because my old streaming service, Ecamm, did. It told you how many likes you had. And StreamYards need to add that for sure.
Yeah.
That's why you're keeping track of how many likes. Wouldn't be hard. Because you got live, you have starred, and then just right next to lives, just have likes.
Wow, I mean, I don't think it would be that hard either. Personally, I'm not a programmer, but they already show us how many are watching, so they got that connected. But they are always making upgrades, so you never know.
Yeah,
it could happen. Real quick, guys, we're gonna go a couple more. About another 5 minutes or so, and we're going to call it a stream. We've been streaming for an hour and 35 minutes. It's been fun. We've had an amazing turnout. We broke over 90 people here.
See what Sarah said. I missed the first half of this because my boss called me after hours, and I was like, "Woman, I have Scream Stream to get to."
Oh gosh, Sarah, I'm so sorry you missed the first half. You definitely want to go back.
Yeah, it's
whenever this is over and watch that replay for
sure. Like kids' gloves, like, oh, I can't, Stu's back, can be back, and Cindy's back, and Gary Barber, good job.
Finally, yeah. Real quick, Robbie says everyone's all over Neve on Instagram.
Yeah,
for not boycotting and sticking up for Melissa. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. You know what? That's her choice. This is her job, her career.
Yeah.
And she has a right to make her own decisions.
Yeah.
And that's just ridiculous, man. Those people are just intentionally wanting to stir drama. And
they're not fans.
They're not fans.
They're not real fans.
Yeah. Toxic trolls.
Because if you're a true fan, a 100% true fan, you would be so excited right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, you could still be very supportive of Melissa.
Yeah.
For how she was wrong, but that doesn't mean it's either or. That's what I hate. And logic and the laws of logic, this is called the law of the excluded middle. And what that means is we so often will say you have to have this or this. That's not the case. And now sometimes that's the case.
Yeah.
But in this case, this is a logical fallacy because it doesn't have to be either. It can be both.
Yeah.
In other words, I can fully support Melissa and if I feel she was wronged, I can hold that position passionately.
Yeah.
And I can also passionately hold the position that Neve Campbell deserves to get this role, that she's earned it, and that I'm happy for her. You know, I can be happy for I can be happy, JT, for Neve Campbell, and I can be disappointed with what happened to Melissa at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these people, and I'm not trying to be negative, I'm being very honest. The people that are attacking people saying you should, this should not have happened, you should have done this, they are literally committing a logical fallacy.
Yeah.
Of the law of excluded middle.
Because if you look at it, Neve got screwed first.
Oh, yeah.
With the whole salary.
She did.
And everybody wants to forget that.
That's
and it's also a job. It's like if Craven was doing something and he goes, you know what? I'm not doing this because I don't believe his, but I don't have the same beliefs. Am I not going to take the job because he's my pal? No, I'm going to take the job because I can also do it. It's just whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, this is also a job. And if you're going after Neve, it's just, you're not a fan. Okay, you can believe she was wrong. Okay.
Right.
But don't take it out on Neve because Neve's not like, I got your job. No.
Yeah.
She bailed. She bailed before her. So it's like, there was wrongs that had been done. It's time to move on from it.
It is. It is. It's
not
a shame.
dwell in the past because this is what's going to hurt a film. Because Melissa, this and this, let's move on. That's over and done with. Been months ago. It's time to move on. We're horror fans. It's about the movie. Let's get to the movie.
Yeah, and again, I want to reiterate one more time. It's okay to be upset about what happened to Melissa.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be upset about that from now on.
Yeah.
But just remember, that doesn't mean that you cannot also be happy for Neve.
Yeah.
And happy for what, because JT just made the great point. She was messed over before Melissa was. So she actually is getting, her redemption back.
Yeah.
With these people. So,
and down the road, Melissa can do the same thing. They do the same thing when everything dies down. They get like, listen, this is stupid. We should have done this and this and this. Let's make it right.
That's right.
I mean, it can always happen, but that's not gang up on Neve because it wasn't her fault of things what was said and everything. That's what's like, come on, really? How old are we?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree. All right. Couple more questions, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and shut this down. And it's always so hard to turn a stream down when you've got nearly 70 people still watching, but it is what it is. We even went longer than we anticipated doing.
Well, it was like, remember when Scream 6 trailer, we had like 200 and we had to go to nights. It's like, sorry, we gotta go.
I know, it was so hard to click in stream on that. I remember that.
You're like, I don't want to do it.
No, I had to force the other hand over to
click it.
Exactly. Real quick, talking Star Wars. Hey, what's going on, man? Says, do you think Stu would be the only ghost face, or will it be something similar to 6 with multiple ghost faces and Stu being the leader? I'll answer this real quick. My opinion is, and then we'll get to see what JT's thoughts. I believe Stu is the cult leader, and I think he has been for 5 and 6. Now, whether Guy Busick ends up connecting those dots for us again, I don't know, but I hope he does. But here's how I see it. I see Stu being the mastermind, and there's 2 other ghost faces that are doing most of the killing in costume. And they'll be part of the new friend group. or the new cast around Sydney.
Mhm.
So the mystery whodunit's going to be, well, of course, it'll be wondering if Stu's there, unless they. I've always wanted to say I want them to show us Stu by the halfway point, just us, not the characters,
Mhm.
the audience. So we actually get to see Matthew Lillard acting for more
Yeah.
than a finale. But anyway, I think it'll be him and a couple of others, and the big whodunit reveal will be between who are the other ghost faces.
Yeah.
That's the big mystery. What do you think, JT?
I agree with you. I think he should be the masterminding, at least 2. And you know what would be really, really cool? If he comes out in a ghost face costume and it's white, because he's the mastermind. That would be different. Or just have him come out, kind of like the Wizard of Oz. He's behind the curtain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'd say him and 2 and figure out who are the other 2. And I would like the other 2 not be part of the friends group. If they did something, or at least one of them is part of the friends group and the other one isn't. That's why we can't figure out, that I didn't expect, because who's he? Who's this person? And then there's the story of, well, this is blah, 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 blah. Stu can do the whole talkings. I got this, I got him, I got her, or whatever. That would be cool. But yeah, 2 ghost faces in him. I completely agree.
That's right. Love it. Yeah, man. 100%. Julie says, if my coworker was fired, I wouldn't quit because I'm not independently wealthy. I worked hard for my career and need the salary. Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
This is their livelihood, man. These people, we're not talking about Tom Hanks here.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Where they don't have to do a movie ever again.
This is a horror film.
This is a horror genre, subgenre. They're working. They need their checks, man. This is their livelihood. So it's great. And Jason says it nicely. He says, I can't tolerate this cancel culture. I know. Those criticizing Neve have no clue what it's really like in the show business. That's what we're just talking about. That's right. Burning bridges in order to support a friend is not good. Yeah, you have to think about your career, guys. It's there's a lot more to this, but people like to just, not to be negative, but people just want to take a piece of something, and that's all they focus on.
Because you're happy at that moment, and they're just trying to take it away from you. And I said the same thing about the Crow remake. What I'm saying, all these people are saying, I'm not watching it. I'm not. Yeah, they are. When it comes to streaming of a platform that they're paying for, they're going to watch it. It's you can't hide the numbers. So it's like when I hear people, I'm not watching, I'm like, okay. The only person I believe is my boy Zero. When he said he's not watching it, he's not going to watch it.
He probably won't do it.
He won't watch it. And when he says he's not watching this film, he will not watch it. Everybody else I heard that's around me, I'm not watching, and they wind up watching it. So it's like, and they won't admit it's good. They'll find something. It's like, oh, well, they should have, like, oh, come on. It's a horror movie. Don't expect the Nazi. It's like, don't expect it. So it's like, it's just, there's people who's negative, and then you have this channel and like Night's channel and my channel, is no negativity, because it's like, why am I going to get upset? We're talking about a horror film.
Yeah, we're going to focus on the positive. Life is way too short.
Yeah.
And there's way too much negativity in the world anyway. So let's celebrate the good things when they happen. You know what I mean? And speaking of good things, guys, thank you, Mayanne, for posting this. I need all of you to go and subscribe to my guest channel. JT's got a channel, Sinister Artworks. Go and subscribe right now, please. You'll be happy that you did. Great channel. He's a great guy, as you can tell if this is your first time to meet him or see him. And you're going to really enjoy what he does. He's an amazing artist, very talented. And I could go on forever talking about JT. So just go and go and subscribe to the channel. And please do, because he's an amazing part of our community. And we want to support him. We want to see his channel continue to grow.
Yeah, we all share communities. That's my channel, Night. We're all one big family.
That's right.
So you'll see a lot of these people in my chat and Night's chat, and I think that's why it's so great, because it's always a family reunion, and and we all have our different personalities. Like, so you got Night. He's the laid back cool one. And
Right.
you know, and Craven's a sweet one, and I'm like, what the hell is he gonna say? It's like I'm the weird one. What's he gonna say? So
Yeah,
it all
it's
fits.
true. It does. It fits well. And another member of the community, Destin. Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
Destin? Good to see you, man. And Marcus is here too. I just saw, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Marcus over at I Shot Him 6 Times says, let's go, bro. The OG's return. Hopefully the return of Stu. It's more likely with Kevin directing. Yeah, man, it looking good.
Yeah.
Marcus, I agree.
We said the same thing with Christopher Landon, but now like it's completely turns. Like this is a real good chance he's coming back. You know?
I think so, man. I think so.
Because Kevin's smart. I believe Guy's also smart. I think they're
Yep.
reading the fans. They're seeing, you know, well, this, and that, and that. And maybe this was the plan the whole time to bring him back in the 7th one. You know, we don't really know.
Well, it might have been. It definitely could have been. But even if it wasn't, I really think it is now. I think he's going to come back. I just feel it. We'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong, but we'll see.
See him at a convention.
Oh
it's like,
my God.
you're going to be in 7 because they already announced that Nev's coming back. Kevin Williamson. Don't bullshit me either.
Nope. And remember what he said.
Nope, I'm not in it. I'm like, okay.
Nope, I'm not in it. That's what he's going to say. I remember it was like a month or two ago at a con. I did a video. I have his actual audio in the video. And he says something. Someone asked him the question, are you in Scream 7?
I wouldn't say if I did.
He's like, no one's contacted me. But I wouldn't say yes even if I was, or something like that. Like he told her with a fan, like, I'm not going to say yes. Real quick, guys, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Jason says, Craven is one of the kindest and most hardworking persons on YouTube. Please like and subscribe and leave comments on all his videos. Craven, thanks for everything you do for this amazing community. Thank you, Jason. Man, I appreciate you, and it really is good to see you back. And don't be a stranger, man. All right. Whenever you're able to come hang out, man. You're an awesome guy, and you're an amazing member of our community for a very long time. And thanks for your encouragement, man. That goes a long, long way. Appreciate it. All right. Well, guys, listen, there's a lot of questions we couldn't get to, but you guys knew that. It's just the way it is when we've got, up to 90 people in the chat. It's just impossible to get everybody. But oh my gosh, Fate decided. Hey, what's up? What's up, dude? Fate showed up in the chat. Says Scream 7. Stu Macher returns as a zombie and turns Woodsbo. Oh my gosh, no town of zombies. Oh, Fate. You know what, Fate? Get ready.
It'll still be better than 6.
JT. Fate, I'm telling you, man, this is the best shot we've got so far for Screams for Stu. So Fate, I'm holding on to a ticket for you, man, for that Stu train. And you just let me know when you're ready, and I will get it to you, my friend. Jordan Talks Films. What's up, Jordan? You guys coming in here at the end. Yeah, sorry, Jordan, coming in at the very end. We're about to log off right now. But listen, go back and watch the replay. It's been almost 2 hours. We've really dug into a lot of stuff. It's been a great time. What's up? Brett says this is like a crazy reunion. I know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Jason says thanks, Craven and JT for the awesome stream.
Thank you.
Catch up. Yeah, man. Thank you. I'll catch up on the first half. Yeah, man. Yeah, if you guys have come in late, I really recommend, please, checking out the first half. Go watch the replay. As soon as I hit end stream, it will be available to stream right then from the beginning. And make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please, either now or in the replay mode. Would be fantastic. Film Gamer says, I'm happy to catch the middle or end of the stream. Thanks for all you do, Craven. You're very, very welcome, and it's my pleasure. And I'm so thankful, guys, that I have my new laptop. Still haven't even downloaded any of my video software yet, but it's here. And I broke in the laptop with a live stream, and this is the way to do it.
And we actually said that the other day. It was like you'll actually break it in probably with a live stream. Me, you, and Night. I think that's what we said.
That's right.
You're breaking it with a live stream.
We did say that. Who would have thought? You know? And it just turns out that I give it booting it up for the first time, and all the news hits. Like, it's crazy.
Tuesday's a good day. See, Tuesdays can be a good day.
They can. They can be a good day. Today's proof. Fate said I just got my video up. Good, man. And a lot to go down rabbit holes. Yeah, so be sure you guys check out Fate Decided, my good buddy Fate, part of the Lethal Collective with me, and a good friend as well. So check out his video. And yeah, Fate, we'll catch you next time, man. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And Brett says, nothing like awesome news to bring a family back together. Agree.
True.
Man, we even saw Jack Stannis in the chat today. That was amazing as well. So anyway, guys, what a great day it's been. And Mayanne says this is the best christening for that laptop ever. I agree.
Yeah.
Perfect. What a way to start
couldn't
this laptop's life, right?
Yeah, you couldn't get any better with Scream News. Yeah. Good Scream.
And as I was going to say,
great.
Yes, great Scream News on top of that. So very cool. Jason says, that's great news, Steven. I'm happy for you. Thank you, man. All right, Riley, we appreciate it. Riley says, thanks to you both. Enjoyed your talk. Quentin says, did you get your new computer? I did. You are literally watching this stream on my new laptop today. I haven't even downloaded my software to make videos yet. That's how brand new this is. So I'll be doing that after we get done. I'm going to start downloading all the stuff I need to download.
And the thing is, you haven't froze up once.
Oh,
you haven't froze, like usually, you know how every once in a while it's like you haven't froze up once. So
not once.
Almond's a good computer, man. It's like I got a desktop version of it, so they're good.
And I've got multiple windows open. Here's the thing: I've got my YouTube stream going at the same time. I've got all this stuff. Not even.
Yeah, they're a beast, man. They're a beast. They really are
a beast. And I want to thank everyone, every single one of you who contributed to this laptop, all that gave to the laptop fund to help make it possible. Thank you all for doing that. I really appreciate your support. And it was an incredible, humbling thing to see everyone coming together and trying to help make this happen. So it happened, guys. We did it. We did it together. It's done.
You'll get there. Oh, Mayanne, send me your address. You didn't send me your address yet because I can ship those the models that you won, the prizes you won. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Do you have Mayanne's Instagram or does she have yours?
Yeah. But it's like I meant to write her, but she's in the chat, so I figured go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, I support that 100%. Wanted to make sure that you guys
116 likes.
116 likes. What a way to end it. Wow.
There's chemistry, buddy, between us. They feel
there is.
The nice one and the weird one. There's a YouTube channel. The nice one and the weird one.
The nice one and the weird one. Dude, that actually is not a bad title for a channel. It's really not. Mayanne says, yes, I will, JT. There you go. Ooh, 117 now. All right. Well, guys, I'll say it again. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please do now as we're wrapping up and saying goodnight. So that way it will help the stream do better in the replay. It'll go to more people. Also want to mention I'll be on Killjoy Jake's channel tonight at 9 p.m. Central as a guest to talk about all the Scream 7 news with you guys. So I hope you all make plans to go to Killjoy Jake's channel and join us tonight for talk. JT, thank you, my friend, for making the time to hang out with me for a couple hours. This has been a blast.
Thanks for the invite, buddy. It's always a blast, especially great Scream news. No more darkness. We're getting the light. Before you know it, we're going to get locations, a trailer.
Yeah.
And it's going to be all good. We're back on track. We are back on track.
Confirmation that Marco Beltrami has been signed for the score. Patrick Lucier is going to edit. Oh, dude, my head will explode. If they get Beltrami and Lucier, it's truly bringing the gang back, like the whole gang back.
They should. They better. They should. Only time will tell. Like, it might be tomorrow. It might be a week.
Hey, here's a suggestion, man. Everybody go on Kevin Williamson's Twitter.
Yeah.
and say, hey, Kevin, congratulations. We're glad to have you back. Would you please bring back Marco Beltrami and Patrick Lussier?
Yeah, there
Seriously,
you go.
let's.
And those things work.
They do.
Blumhouse, he posted a picture. He was at Oscars. Nice picture.
Yeah.
I comment on it. Hey, get the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street. Have
There you
James
go.
Wan direct it. ... Nice picture.
Hey, man. See?
You never know.
Why not?
And if he does it.
Boom. I'm
But
telling you
yeah,
guys.
everybody go over there. It's like, yeah, get them. Yeah. Because those things, because he is the director. So he can go straight to the studio. It's like, I want this person and this person. The fans want it. We should do it. These things do happen.
They do. They really do, guys. Don't underestimate your ability to make a difference. And so, yeah, it never hurts to ask. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
we swear they say no or they don't answer.
Yeah. Mayanne says Gary Barber didn't like being called out. I'm breaking your laptop.
That's why they brought him back. It's like, damn it, he caught me. Yeah. Batman figured it out.
Hi, Connie. Welcome. We're actually about to log off, but definitely check out the replay, Connie. We talked about a bunch, and what a happy day it is that Neve and Kevin Williamson are back. It's going to be fantastic.
120 likes. Good job. Good job.
Yes. Patrick Lussier, Jen, it is Lussier. I believe this is right here. That's how you spell it, Lussier. 90% sure that's correct. You can Google it. Put in Patrick Lussier editor, and you'll. But I think that's right. So yeah, guys, let's all go to Kevin Williamson's Twitter and find a post and respond to it and say, congratulating him, and then welcome him back in the fold as a first-time director for the film. But then let's tell him about Marco Beltrami and Patrick Lussier.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, get the crew back together, and I'll comment right under you.
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
Yeah, do it. Why not?
Okay, I love it. All right, guys. Well, listen, this has been a blast. Thank you, everyone, again for joining and talking about this amazing news. And I'll see you all on Jake's channel at 9 o'clock in just 3 hours from now. JT, I know we'll talk soon. We always do. I know Friday we'll be back together for sure.
Well, we ain't doing the movie.
Oh, wait. No, we're not.
But
You're
we're
right.
doing nights, right? We are doing. Is nights doing? Yeah, I think so.
I think we are doing it on nights Friday.
Yeah, because you got family coming in. So I think we're actually doing his.
I think you're right. So no Friday matinee.
Yeah.
But we'll be meeting with Night's channel in Friday evening. Yeah. Okay. There you go. All right, guys. We're going to leave it there. Thank you all so much. And we'll see you very soon. And guys, Sidney Prescott is back.
That's right. But Kevin Williams, come on, Stu. Come on, Stu.
Let's go, Stu. Let's get it up. All right, guys. See you soon. Good night.
Hey, you have been watching Craven Something Scary. This is Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface, thanking you for stopping by and checking it out.